true.
All right. Who remembers what we did last week on D&D well enough to recap or previously on Dungeons and Dragons?
We got a mirror.
And that is it. Yep. That's the whole thing.
We defeated the mirror. We
did.
leveled up.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty
Ow.
cool. We did something that they said couldn't be done, and it was like no time passed.
For
Dude, close
11 bonus points, what was the name of the mirror? And or what was the name of the wizard that created it?
Hell no. Ain't-
There are 11 house points at stake.
All I know
God damn it.
is that there were basilisks everywhere.
Airware. Oh wait, I need to use identify on the mirror cube. Did I already do that?
I remember it.
I believe
Wait a
I
second.
linked the item.
We what? What'd you say, John?
I'm pretty sure we already identified the item, but if not,
We
I
did.
will
I'm
link
not
it.
paying attention to.
It was like the. It's on the tip of my tongue. I know what it was. Ah, crap.
I have literally zero memory. Like my brain is going, no. Oh yeah, I
Oh,
remember
God.
that now.
Leslie!
Never gonna give you up. You Rick rolled us.
How did
I
we
know
miss
why I
that?
forgot it. Because
You blocked it out.
no one wants to remember being rickrolled by their favorite DM who's down a rank now.
I
It
just
was
want
pretty
to share
awesome.
my notes from our session last time. That's it.
Uh-huh.
Rick rolled.
Yep.
That's amazing.
I regret nothing.
You shouldn't. It was amazing.
It was a memorable point, to be sure.
I need to go figure out what's going on. I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
While Mark steps away, we did destroy the Mirror of Aversion. We had gotten back to the safety of, I think, the local inn to identify the cube that was left behind, and you guys were going to take a long rest, and I think that's where we ended last session. So, in
Yay, long
traditional
rest.
opening credit scenes, the sun rises, you wake, the morning is yours.
Did we give our inspiration token out? I don't even think we did.
We did.
I think we did.
We did.
We voted
Okay.
at the end of last session for somebody.
That's right. That's right.
I remember somebody had a really great idea, and I just embarrassingly cannot remember who it was, but it was a unanimous decision. I remember that. It was very popular.
Yep.
Okay. Just making sure.
So who got it?
It was. I think it's either Amon or Hoppy.
It wasn't me.
So I think maybe it's Hoppy.
I think it was me.
Oh, it was you?
Nope. I have no idea. I'm just saying that.
I just remember after the tower with the
Yeah.
rainbow burst effect on it, like somebody did something cool, and we went, "Oh, for sure, the inspiration token's going to go to fill in the blank."
Right. I believe it.
All right, I have you up on the Flotsam and Jetsam page. That's the name of the shop in town, just because you were anxious to buy gear at some point.
Did we get our
are
gold from
still
those
in
bitches?
Yes.
We did.
We did.
Okay.
It
was not enough.
Rise to the sound of morning prayers filling the halls and people bathing in the public square. Stereotypical morning in Moot. What would you guys like to do this morning?
I say we should go back to the board and see what else we got to destroy or collect the funds of.
Forgetting something? My brain is telling me we're forgetting something. Did we need to go back to... We left the silver flamed baddie with the council, right? And they're
Yep.
dealing with that.
Mhm.
So we shored that whole thing up.
Well, that were in town impersonating us, yeah. Those guys are getting taken care of.
My brain is saying we forgot something, but it could just be wrong. Let's just be real.
We handled that. Murdered everyone.
No, we had one person still alive.
You guys are like the worst
We left
Scooby-Doo
one-
mystery team ever.
Relax.
We killed
Or
everyone.
we're
Life.
just the best and Scooby Doo sucks.
I guess
We ain't
sure.
trying to be Scooby Doo. We're trying to be Buffy the Vampire
And, you
Slayer.
know, we clearly have a fan club, people impersonating us.
It's true.
you know?
Yeah, those fucking flame people.
Should have left
You
them
never
alive.
trust anybody with fire.
It's somewhere in the desert. You could
Hey.
have used all the fans you could get.
I do
Sure.
want to make a point in the next 24 hours to try and communicate with Sari. Next sunrise.
We could do that right now if you want. It is the first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Tell her I say,
Yeah,
what
I'd
up,
like to-
bitch?
Want to just get in touch with her to see where she's at and if we're still on to meet at the scheduled date.
Your eye closes, and when you open it again, it's seeing through her eyes. You get a distorted sense. From her perspective, everything seems very blurry. It blinks twice, but that doesn't seem to correct your vision at all, and you're looking at the world horizontally. She's either laying on the floor or in bed. As she sits
Wake up.
upright, you can hear her mumbling something about morning, brother. But as she wipes her eyes and blinks hard again, the vision doesn't clear. Your professional opinion is that she might have been extremely intoxicated the night before and is still lingering from some of those side effects. She asks
Hi,
if everyone's
sister.
okay immediately.
Yeah, we're all fine. We're just making money and wasting time. What are you up to?
She says that they are on day 3 of their 5-day funerary process. 2 more days of these festivities and honoring the dead, and then she's, sort of met her requirements to the family of her former teammate.
Right.
She assures you it's hard work and she's being very, very diligent.
It sounds like it.
Sending
Well, don't,
stones. I remember. Sorry. Sorry.
I knew you
says
were
in
going
her
to get
sleep.
there.
John,
When
can
your
I play
ADD
some
just
sort of-
explodes.
One moment.
Sorry,
Let's finish
Caleb.
up with.
Yeah, I know.
Caleb's
I'm sorry,
conversation.
Caleb.
some sort of giant bludgeoning weapon. I'm guessing a great club.
Yeah, we'll get to that in just one second. Let Caleb
Okay.
finish up his RP with Sorry.
Are we still on to meet at the scheduled time and scheduled place?
She tells you that she can definitely meet you in what's now just over 9 days at the predetermined coordinates, or in 2 days she might be done enough with her funerary rites from her former team that if you needed her help, she can postpone the rest of her chores and hang with you guys if there's something urgent that needs her involvement. Otherwise,
Okay.
we can plan to meet outside the Oasis, whatever works better for you.
We'll let you know. Right now, we're good to go. We're just hanging out. Don't commune with the dead too hard.
She just nods her head, and you can sort of feel that motion through your vision. She does tell you that she had a horrible dream last night that she feels was prophetic, and just asks that you either completely avoid the marshlands that surround Moot, or that if you do decide to go to them, make sure you let her know first. She senses
Cool.
something terrible there.
Oh, we're going.
Any
We're going, baby.
any more information about that, or just
Something that
got a bad
Horace
feeling about this?
was not afraid of, but maybe just has an extreme disdain for.
Okay.
Something that seems known to him but old, like a long, if you were a child and you had the pathological fear of a monster under the bed, but then coming back to the childhood home for the first time in 20 years, and your first thought is, oh God, remember that monster under my bed? It's that sort of like lingering ancient fear, something long, long ago.
But from Horace.
Yeah, from Horace, not from her.
Noted.
All
right.
She gets up is unsteady, puts one hand on the thing, and begins to retch in a bucket. And thankfully, the timer for Dawn cuts out just before the retching sounds lead to something liquid.
Disgusting.
Just as Renan sits up and says, "Sending stones." What? What time is it?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So rude.
No, but I'm glad you remembered it. That was the other outstanding bit of.
Okay, but I don't remember who we gave them to or why we sent them. I just know that we gave someone the other half of our sending stones. So
the
normal
people,
D&D,
the
Fine.
people that are looking
Person.
for my lady to get rid of the mark,
Yeah.
the
There you
chaotic
go.
mark, which we do need to check in with them and find out if they have any news.
you're welcome
Mhm.
for remembering. So can I talk to this? How do we do that? I don't know how to use sending stones. I bet you there's a place I can go to find that.
There almost certainly is.
Shh. No one's talking to you. Shh.
I feel like at least one person definitely
Shh.
is.
Talk amongst yourselves. I think Mark said something.
Oh yeah, you wanted to buy a large bludgeoning weapon of some kind?
Yeah, probably a mall. Unless
Sure.
you have a better suggestion.
The Flotsam and Jetsam store sells every mundane piece of adventuring gear and equipment from the player's handbook. You're absolutely able to acquire them all. I want to say the default price on that is 10 gold. If not, you got to steal. It might be a little more, but those are just the featured magic items here. But the store is vast.
It doesn't have a price listed.
Do they have a gilded
Single.
acorn in the shop?
If you inquire about that, he tells you that they don't specialize in. What does you say? A gilded acorn? I don't have any of that. The lady from behind the counter explains to the salesperson that that this person is looking for a spell component, and he tells you might want to check in with the druids. They might know something about acorns.
Where are they located?
He just points up. Above Moot, orbiting it like a small moon, is the Sky Garden, a floating city that is the druidic circle of the Heirs Enclave.
Thank you.
Okay.
I have one other bit of first thing in the morning details. Mark is mauling people, which is good.
Sorry, trying to get rid of it.
No, yeah, make sure it works. Oni, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw this morning.
Nine was what I was going for, right?
Yes, it's not a matter of high or low to beat a number. It was a specific target number exactly, and you hit that TN dead on.
Yes.
So, and your reward for doing that is the massive scar that's been running down your arm and across your breast now comes completely up the left side of your neck to just below your jawline, and you've lost the ability to move your left pinky. And when you try to speak loudly, you have the affectation now of sometimes slurring specific words because your jaw doesn't move exactly the way you'd want it to move. It's caused those black and red lines all the way up here, and then you have sort of like bright red skin flushing your cheek.
Damn it.
The anything below that looks necrotic, and there are now just sort of open weeping sores on the worst part of your arm where you were originally damaged. And it's crawled across your back almost to your spine.
Okay, I'm going to look at her and say we need to check in with the people trying to find the lady to heal Oni, and if they haven't gotten anywhere, that is our immediate action. We have to heal Oni. Do I have to have a special spell to... I don't have that spell. You got it. Someone needs to have... We might be fucked. You see, we have these sending stones. But we do not have the sending spell unless someone else does. So,
Why do we need the sending spell?
because you can't make language with them unless you cast the spell on the stones.
Did you send both stones away? Because having one stone will allow you to cast sending.
No, we have
To
one.
the
Oh,
other
okay. No, we have one. So then
Okay.
I will
Mhm.
cast sending spell and say, hello, are you
You
there?
have up to 200 characters. What would you like to say?
WTF?
No.
Where letter
Way out,
are
bitch.
you?
Any progress on finding appropriate name inserted there?
Ooh, I like appropriate name inserted.
I got it. Hold on 1 second. I'll tell you what it is.
There was a female. Remember that?
It's true, because her title was Mother something.
Yeah.
We are looking for Mother Marwa.
Okay.
Nice.
Any luck on finding Mother Marwa?
There's a bit of silence, and the response that the sending stone speaks back to you is no results so far. The search continues.
Eh.
Where are you?
So we
On a
sent her
boat.
north.
No. I'm sorry. What'd you say, John?
On a boat.
Smart ass.
We sent her north. There was only so much north of us.
Yeah,
I think-
we sent 2 boats, I believe. I think the sending stone went south, and we sent the smaller crew just north because there was only like 10 miles to cover, so they could do that in a day and come back to the city.
And she's like
We-
along this river, right?
That was the advice that Oni was given from Alea.
Yeah, the description was that she's on a silver to sailing barge on the Great Itiru River.
Sometimes you just got to do shit yourself. But I feel like if we go any more days without trying to find this person, you're going to die.
Red Warrior is about to die.
Now we can try to give you like an anti-poison potion to just like subdue for a bit and maybe get you back. But that's in the end, like this is probably the most important thing that we need to do, unless I'm totally batshit wrong.
Are there any like coastal monitoring groups here in Moot? Like a lighthouse that would track
River-
the comings and goings of vessels that we might be able to ask if they have a log?
Actually, we do have a thief in here, and the thieves know where everybody is, so maybe she could actually do her job and talk to people, and we can find out if there's
Thieves
something
know
going
where
on.
everyone are in their vicinity, asshat.
Yeah, but
Thieves
you
don't
got a
just know
network.
where everyone in the world
a
Put
is.
on your
Network.
Cerebro and get cooked.
You got a network going.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
hmm
Let me
You start
check my Eye of Sauron.
I love when you pretend that you're not a geek.
Right?
I am really cool. I don't know what you're talking about. Ugh.
All right. I'm sorry. So yes, you're the question about lighthouses or
Some type
anybody
of coastal
watching.
guard.
There's no official maritime association in Moot. There is a lighthouse closer to the sea, sort of like the mythical lighthouse at Alexandria, but that's far more like out to the sea coastally. They may have visual records if Mother Marwa came in from the ocean,
Mhm.
but if she hasn't, they would have no knowledge or information about that. Draco, whilst teasing Renan, maybe sparks some kind of an idea in that there are several trade routes that run up and down the
Mhm.
Itiru River, and
Don't die. We need you.
thank you. Eventually, anything that's mercantile will have to be taxed. So there might be record of a ship, of either them taxing a ship that is very notably a silver sailing barge, or perhaps at least just excluded one because it contained no merchant items. you could certainly check with the taxation authority.
To the taxation authority.
Nice.
Yes. That was incredible. Thank you.
What do I have for that?
Where the hell is Amon?
Just doing them on things.
You mean my character?
Yeah, you're
No.
not in roll 20.
I'm looking. Oh, maybe it froze. Are we
I
just
just-
on the map of Moot?
Yes, I just moved
Or
us
the-
there now. Yep.
Okay.
That-
Are
I can
y'all
see.
seeing? Are y'all seeing him?
Nope.
No, I don't
I'll
see
just-
him.
I'll just reload, I guess.
Like your your little. What is this called?
Face.
Oh, now you're here.
Face. There he is.
Aw.
I'm just
There he
being actively choked out by a child
5-year-old.
training for MMA.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Tap.
He does not let you tap out.
No.
Say it. Say mate.
Yeah, I would love to go to one of those like trading outposts and before I go to the taxation place, maybe just, poke around a bit, steal some shit.
There is a area not far south of the city center where the river narrows to probably its shortest or its narrowest bit. Here, there's a lock system set up to help larger boats elevate onto the upper area to head out to sea. It's also where they do inspections for all goods coming in from the oceanic side into Moot. It's not a large building, but the presence around it is big. I think maybe when it was constructed, they perhaps underestimated the amount of time and energy that it was going to take to tax everybody that came through the river here. So it's a relatively small manufactured building, but then like lots of set up tables. There's 6 guards stationed here, a couple of inspectors, and dozens of people waiting in line who have gotten out of their boats with their papers and their certificates. Some have money to to pay for goods that they already know are going to be taxed. Others have noble patencies that excuse them from taxation. It at first blush seems like a clusterfuck.
Cool.
Those all your people there, Renan.
Yeah. So can I see? This is just the trading post, but is that like general line, the line I need to be in to find out about?
It seems like if you were looking to talk to an inspector, like this would be the line that you'd wait in to do that, unless you were a line cutter.
Which thing you can get all kinds of info real quick. Cut the line. Do it.
I would like to look for what I would perceive as maybe a vulnerable target. So maybe an old man that might really be into a young, hot Renan. Or a mom with like children.
There are more men than women here. Maybe Moot hasn't progressed enough that there are very many female ship captains, or maybe this is just an all sausage fest kind of day. There are no matronly figures. Most of the captains seem middle-aged or younger. The oldest one is probably in his late 50s. Give me a perception roll.
Nice.
That's really good. You do perceptively notice there's a man in his 30s who, it's a warm day, but he is absolutely just beaded with sweat. It's running down his face, down his arms. He's like frantically flipping back and forth through papers and turning them over and upside down. You can't tell whether he has no idea what he's looking at or maybe he just straight up cannot read them, but he seems, both nervous and completely confused.
Okay, I'm gonna walk by him and accidentally bump him. Did John go away?
I did. Sorry, the dog's jumping up.
Oh.
He is the intention to lift something or just to sort of create a meet cute?
Meat.
You bump into him and he. Sorry. Excuse me. Very.
Oh,
sorry. I'm
sorry. Are you okay?
Oh my goodness, no. No, I wouldn't burden a stranger with my problems. I'm very sorry to have bumped into you.
No, I'm also in need of help. Maybe we help each other.
Oh my god, is this your first time at the tax office too? I have no
Oh.
idea what I'm doing, and they're gonna put me in jail. I just know it.
Okay. Seasoned vet here. I shall help. But
Are you from Wisconsin or something?
yeah, I'm just making up accent, and I'm bad at it. Leave me alone.
Go with it. I love it.
Which way you come? South? It's south north, right? North south. Which
Yeah,
way you come?
I came from this. From the ocean on a boat, and then into the river, and then to here. So that's north to south,
Okay.
from the top to the
Good.
bottom.
Good job knowing direction. Easy. Good job. Pass. Eh? Listen, I help you papers. I have a bone to pick with the man who's on a ship. It's big silver barge. Have you seen this ship?
A big silver ship? What?
Is that what it is?
Does silver float? I don't think you can have a ship made of silver.
It's color. It's color. Shine like silver moonlight. You seen this ship?
No, but I've just started being a captain. This is my today actually is my today is like I'm a captain for the first time today.
Okay. Thank you. Give me paper. I'm going to look.
Okay, and you'll teach me.
Give me paper. I'm going to put them in a specific order and be like, okay, you hand them paper like this. Got it? You be fine. Just you come from north to south. That's all you need to say, and you hand paper. Got it?
Well, yeah. Is the food provisions for my crew, is that do I have to declare that, or is that because I'm not it?
Do you feed them? Does it cost you money?
Yeah. Yes, a lot.
You declare what you. Okay, here you go. Goodbye. I'd also like to steal something from him if I can.
Okay. He stops you. So I have to pay taxes on the food I give my men. That doesn't. Okay. And how? Okay. So go ahead and give me a sleight of hand, or sleight of hand.
Killing it.
Okay, wait. Say I take like 5 gold off of him, and then I'm going to give him 5 gold and be like, "This help. This help. This help you. Bye. Bye now."
In his purse that you were able to take from him, because he is just a hot mess. Like you take it like literally with using none of your deft training. Like you just take it and put it in your head. Like he's such a hot mess. Like it took no skill. Hoppy could have grabbed this guy's coin purse without him knowing it. It has 15 gold in it. If you only want to take 5 and give him 5, that's your prerogative.
No, I'll give him what I don't want to take his money. I just want to make it look like I'm being generous when I am not helping this person at all.
Okay. Really? Oh my goodness. Thank you.
You need all help you get.
Okay,
Good day.
Thank
Good
you. Yeah,
day.
they said Moot.
Goodbye.
They said Moot was a bad city full of.
You're okay. You'll be fine.
unscrupulous-
Just
okay.
shh.
Thank
Goodbye.
you. Yeah. Okay.
Goodbye
yeah.
now.
You're very pretty.
Goodbye.
Okay.
And then I'd like to look at Oni and just roll my eyes.
As you turn back, he's like sort of kicking dirt, like he thinks maybe he missed an opportunity for that to go better.
Yeah, you did, sir. Okay, is there another person I can attempt to talk to?
Behind him, there's a very haggard, like very obvious sea captain. He wears a tight, like, bandana tied around his head. It makes him look rather dashing. You'd think it's to hide premature baldness. But he seems very confident and very seasoned. He does not make eye contact with you, though, and maybe he's aware of your true intentions because his hand just goes to his purse string.
Does he have facial hair? This is important for me.
He has only a mustache. So is that a Van Dyke without the goatee, or is the Van Dyke just the goatee? Or just
I really have no idea.
He's got like handlebar mustache, no beard.
I'm I'm going to very obviously reach into my coin purse, take out a gold piece, and just fling it to him. See if he catches it with cat-like reflexes.
He moves pretty quickly for a middle-aged guy. Catches it, doesn't adjust his body position at all. Fast hands.
And I'll say, let's just keep this short and sweet. I'm looking for a silver barge. You seen it?
What's it worth to you?
Don't push it, sir. I can take everything off your body before you even know what's happened.
Little Dolly, I could take your head off your shoulders just as quick.
Sounds like we've got a fun game going. Tell me about my barge and I'll give you something else.
There is a silver barge that sails up and down this river. I've seen it before.
And I will put my hand on his chest, sliding it down slowly. And I'll say, when was the last time you saw it, sir?
Said it's been a long time since I've seen anything. Maybe we can work something out.
You tell me what I want to hear. Maybe we can work something out. Meanwhile, my hands are groping. Not anything. I'm
Sure.
It's a game of my imagination, so
Yeah.
the captain, we'll call him pirate captain, takes a moment to carefully consider his words and tells you that near the rapids, about 40 miles south of here, he encountered a silvered barge, the entire hull of it cast in metallic silver.
Mhm.
There was a bunch of robed acolytes on board the ship. They were setting some kind of funeral pyre, setting adrift a corpse. I watched for a while and listened to them. They sang beautiful songs that lifted my spirits. They continued south after that. That was several days ago.
Okay. I tried to steal something off of him while we were talking.
Not successfully. His passive perception is higher than that. So he does the incredibly disgusting masculine thing is as you're growing for his coin purse, he just grabs your wrist and moves it to somewhere woefully inappropriate.
And I squeeze hard. And I say, thank you for the information. And then in my wraith way, just maneuver away from him.
Okay.
Do you need a roll for that?
I don't think so. I think that's a good way to end this particular encounter. You sort of leave him in an extremely awkward situation. The guy's sitting in line here with a bunch of merchants, rock hard, and you just sort of vanish away, and he's left with a trade boner.
Hey, I didn't have a boner, so I'm happy that he has one. It's probably the most action he's seen in a long time. You're welcome.
You're
Sir?
a little girl, and
Yes.
he's a dirty old pirate captain. Amon is gonna shoot him in the back of the head.
Yeah. Well,
So gross.
Just to be fair, I'm not saying I agree with this, but I'm saying certainly she's at the age of consent in this society.
the legal age of consent in Europe is 16. I'm fine. Okay? We're just not in America. I'm sorry to everyone who has daughters.
It was a deft way to handle that situation, but also for family watching, a little on the gross side.
We didn't even say the word dick. It's fine.
It's true.
Okay. So, but I got the information I needed. Success. Okay.
Wait,
I'm
so
gonna
was she
tell-
on the silver barge? I don't remember the silver barge part. She
Yeah.
was? Okay.
So we need to go south. Shall we stock up before we start heading south? And I would like to at least attempt to get some anti-venom, anti-poison into Oni to see if we can't at least slow the roll.
Did the second ship that went north come back? Do we have a vessel that we can sail down the river?
Yeah.
Okay.
They've come back with the rented barge and tell you that they went to the mouth of the sea, waited a few hours, and then came back, and in their short journey yesterday,
Didn't see it.
didn't encounter
Okay.
Mother Marwa.
Would my sage and hibiscus charm do anything? Or my
It hasn't so
talisman
far.
of Ra? No. All right. Just checking.
Mother Marwa.
Marwa.
I mean, I can try. I don't think I've tried my protection from poison. Although if she's already poisoned, doesn't? Yeah, it does say it could possibly neutralize.
I feel like there is like a potion.
But didn't
Yeah, I don't
you
know. I would.
try a medical? Didn't you try something before and it made you all funky?
It did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's not. Let's not.
That's
do
why
that
I'm
again.
not too excited to do it.
Let's just try to. Let's get on the water and try to find her.
Okay. Does anybody need anything while we're in Moot?
We needed some healing potions. Where are we at now? I used mine, so I don't have one.
I only have one.
I believe I don't need one. I don't think I used mine.
Can we go back to
Oh.
the store? We'll pick up a couple more. And I need
I
to get
do
a cheap bludgeoning
kinda-
weapon too.
I do want to go see the druids about getting my gilded acorn.
Okay. Why don't you and Draco? Draco, you need a potion.
I don't need a potion, no, but I could go up and talk to the druids too about purchasing a couple
Yeah.
things
Why
for
don't
fancy spells.
Why don't you and Amon go see the druids, and Hoppy, Oni, and I will go shopping, and then we will meet back at the boat in 3 hours.
Sounds good.
John, don't fuck it up, John. We're splitting the party. It's never good.
The druid council will be nothing but horny old men, and you guys are gonna have just back-to-back-to-back combat encounters, only to things that are vulnerable to fire and arrows.
That's not real.
Let's start with the sky garden first, if that's all right, since I have that queued up here.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the garden looks like afloat in, above the city proper. There's this ornamental garden at ground level that is sort of like the druid embassy here in Moot. You'll have to discuss with them your intentions and your desire. Not everyone is allowed ascension. The fact that Draco is a druid in good standing with his own circle might help, but you'll have to talk to the people there about what you want. Are you just after spell components for now, or is there anything else you want to do in the Sky Garden?
It's just spell components.
I also want to ask about the House of the Midnight Sun.
Draco, you are the better candidate to make the approach there. You can make a persuasion check for me. I'll give you advantage on it to gain access to the Sky Garden with the expressed purpose of doing a bit of research and shopping at their material components shop.
The persuasion? I never get to do these. These are fun. Where's that? Persuasion. 0. Here we go.
14 is good. He sees that you are a member in good standing with your own circle, while you are not a circle of the air druid. The fact that you are not excommunicated from yours speaks volumes. There's a bit of small talk exchanged, and he gives you a small silver and copper bangle. So it's like a bracelet, but it's only like a C. It's like 3/4 of a cuff, and that just clamps onto your wrist. And he tells you to step into the gateway and return the bangle when you depart. This will allow your ascension to the Sky Garden. While there, please stay only to the apothecary shops that you're allowed access to, and do not deviate.
My buddy able to come along as well?
He nods, approving.
All right, come on, I'm on. Beam us up, Scotty.
Yeah, not entirely dislike that. You basically step onto their teleportation circle. There's a moment of, weightlessness. You sort of feel an empty, hollow pit in your stomach, and then you're just on turf grass with this heavy, breeze in your face, and a sense of, wow, you're just among the clouds. The teleportation arrival circle on this site is safely away from the edge, but you're only 15, 20 feet away from the precipice looking down, and just that is churning.
Oh, I hate these air freaks.
There's a very clear path to you. One leads to like a temple, one leads to a garden, one leads to a center of worship, and then there's the fourth divergent path from this arrival point that takes you to their shops, where you'll be able to buy material components. It's also where their like open access library is.
Ooh,
All right, shall we do the
Book.
shop first, or do you want to do the books first? Let me guess.
let's go
books.
shopping.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Surprise. Let's go.
From here, they have the material components required for any ranger or druid spell up to 6th level for their listed price. And if you wanted to just, buy extras of anything, that's, available here as well. They also sell basic healing potions. But unlike the traditional healing potions, they are colored like ivy green.
Ooh, these are pretty.
Wait, did you guys take any gold? Yes, I gave you 500 gold before you left. Just kidding. I gave you 300 gold. I don't trust you. It's 500 gold.
So
Each or
Draco
what?
asks Renan for 500 gold. Renan says 400 gold. What do you need 300 gold for?
No, I just give Amon 300 gold and say, don't use it if you don't have to.
We just got like $1,000. What the hell?
Here's your allowance.
Uh,
I'm gonna ask the shopkeeper if they have either components or a fully formed gilded acorn for spell use.
He shows you 2 options. The first is a acorn out of its shell, and it's been gilded in gold with silver inlaid crustacean. It's slippery in your hand and smooth like a worry stone might be, but it's beautiful. And he tells you that they're willing to sell you that one today for 300 gold. And he's got an acorn still in its seed pod shell, that has just crudely been like dipped in gold. It's not artistic at all and has a couple of sharp edges, but he's willing to sell you that one for 200 gold.
Be honest with me. What is what is the functional difference in how these cast?
He tells you that you'll get more reliable, more powerful summons with the high performance spell component.
What was the price on the shoddy one?
200 for the busted ass one,
2
and
and
300
3.
for the high performance one.
Okay. I'm just a poor desert
much-
wanderer.
How much gold do
And-
you have on you?
It
And then
doesn't matter.
And don't forget you can trade the stuff you have too.
I know. I'm looking through it right now actually, but I also have a child climbing on me. So
Sell him.
I wish sometimes. Any interest in a sandworm scent sack?
He takes
They're
like one
very-
whiff at your entire sack and says, no thank you.
They're very good for spells and very hard to come by up this high.
Said perhaps we've chosen to build our enclave here to avoid such smells.
It's worth a shot.
That they're always on the lookout for residuum or any magnetite. Those would be trading quite favorably here.
Yeah, I don't have much to trade, but is there any way you can give me this piece of artistry, this acorn, for 200? I would be eternally grateful. I've never seen such beauty in my life.
While you're talking, a old, not haggard, but just oldened by time, wrinkled face, crow's feet, long gray braided hair, an old druidic woman, slightly hunched back, steps out from the interior portion of the shop and like looks at you in a way that you feel like she's looking through you, and then whispers something in the ear of the shopkeep. And he says to you after she's done whispering, I think perhaps we'd be interested in a trade. You carry with you a vessel of some kind? We'd be willing to trade said vessel for this lovely acorn.
Hmm. What good is my vestige to you?
They find it intriguing that you were able to successfully capture a Ka spirit in a material vessel. It's not a form of magic they have been very successful with, and would very much like to acquire it.
Consider it a deal. But I also need information.
They'll do their best.
Do you know anything about the House of the Midnight Sun?
She spits on the floor, and looks at everybody else at the counter, and they each one time spit on the floor. And she says, we do not discuss them here.
Is there a place we can go where you can discuss it? I need information.
Jeez, Amon, you're kind of screwing up my haggling ability over here. Don't be pissing them off.
You get the sense that the first guy you were talking to, he makes like lingering eye contact with you that doesn't break for several seconds, and then he, breaks eye contact and says, "You've heard her. We don't discuss that here."
All right.
Yeah.
Then the trade is all I can take from you then.
If you're willing to trade the Ka vestige for the gilded acorn, you may do so.
I am taking it out of my inventory. All right. It's all you, Draco.
Gee, thanks for pissing them off for me. Okay. You guys happen to have a golden laid vial with water inside it?
He says, it depends. Are you going to haggle? Are you going to ask awkward questions that will put me in bad esteem with my boss?
No, I'll give you as best a price I can for you.
He says 150 gold.
Deal. It says 400 in my thing, so you're good. It's going to be a crappy elemental, I just know it.
The Ka vestige may have been worth more, and since Amon did not haggle, I feel bad. So yeah, you'll get both of your spell components, plus 150 gold for the Ka vestige. Anything else you want to shop for while you're here?
Oh, since you got that, let me see. Actually, no, I can get the rest at other places.
He points to the healing potions and says, you look like folks who get into a scrap more often than not. Perhaps you should restock on your healing supplies.
Sure, let's get some of these, because... Oh, actually, do you guys happen to know where... have you heard of what Mother Marwa? Have you heard of her?
They say almost everyone in the city of Moot has heard of Mother Marwa.
Do you know where we could find her? We have an issue we think she could help us with.
She sails the river. Some say she's bound to it. You'll find her on a silver sailing barge somewhere along the Great Tairu.
Yeah, but you don't. Last time she was in this area, no. Okay, let's get.
Surprisingly, she has never come to the Sky Garden.
Ha 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 ha. All right, so let's get a couple. What do you think? Three potions? You think? Amon?
Yeah.
Let's get three. Let's get 3 potions. Because our friend Oni, she could use them.
Okay. He says normally the cost for these is 150 gold per potion. However, since you are buying them and you are a druid in good standing, they will give them to you for 100 gold each.
Okay, let's do it. So Amon, you
I
gotta take a
want to
little
look
bit.
at him and say, why are they the wrong color?
He scoffs at you. These are exactly the color they were always intended to be. There is no incorrect color.
Are you trying to get us charged? Ripped off or what? Just come on.
I don't trust that. I feel like it's gonna poison me and not heal me.
They're not for you. They're for Oni.
Oh, so it's okay to poison me.
You're not there, Oni. Shush.
Why
assures
are
you
they
that
this color?
says that they're based on druidic magic rather than boring pedestrian alchemical knowledge.
Seriously, whenever we drink something like this, since for this an air potion, there's a good chance that it's gonna have nice show-offy airness, gonna wrap around us like a tornado or something. It'd be pretty cool. You'll see. Don't trust me. You'll be imbibing in one before you know it. So I'll need.
He does tell you that they stand by their product 100%. If you're dissatisfied, you may return.
I do need 100 gold though to go with this from all that money that Rinnan gave you and didn't give me.
I hand him the money.
So, boom, boom, boom.
Mark them down separately from the normal potions of healing.
Okay.
Did you get 3 of them?
Yes.
So that was all the money we had from Renan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I was gonna use some of my money, but yeah, we can use her money.
Yeah, let's use her money.
Why don't you leave me? I'll give you 200, and you can use 100 of your own.
Okay.
Done. We have 3 ivy green healing potions. Any other business here?
Did you want to go to the library?
Yeah, let's go to the library.
It is built into a tree. There's a large arboretum, sort of surrounded by a series of ornamental pillars, and at the center of which is a large tree that's been grown out, and every branch has been turned into like an elaborate bookcase and scroll rack. All of their knowledge exists
cool.
on this tree.
Very cool.
Most of it seems to be druidic histories or spell research, the stories of the 8 circles, lots of druid specific information. There is a librarian present to help guide you to specific information. After he sees you guys, wandering about for a few minutes amongst the branches, he asks if there's any specific knowledge he can help you find.
Is there anything you can tell me about the House of the Midnight Sun?
He tells you that he suspects you've already been told we do not speak of them here. But his voice lacks any kind of like incredulity to it. He doesn't he understands that's the rule, but you can tell he doesn't really believe it. Or agree with it, maybe is the better way to say that.
Yeah. I tell him, you're obviously a man who prizes knowledge above most other things in the world. All I seek is knowledge, and you're the only person who can help me.
He agrees with you and says it has always been his position in life that there is no such thing as bad or evil knowledge. Knowledge is power. Even if it leads to something ill, we should always be more informed than less informed. He tells you, but sadly, I am prohibited from discussing them here. I do apologize for this inconvenience. Perhaps we should see each other again another time. We might be able to discuss something else. He shakes your hand, and in that handshake, there's something awkward and granular. He gives you a half wink with his right eye, um, and as he pulls back, you find that there's like mashed bits of bird seed that he's left in the palm of your hand. And he just tells you, "Thank you very much for visiting the library. We'll see you on your next visit."
Thank you.
He gives you like the drug dealer be cool smile.
And I just give him the awkward nod, like I know what he means by this.
That is the end of your action. He goes back to cleaning books and restocking things. A super awkward interaction for sure.
I just walk up to Draco and show him a handful of birdseed and
I
go,
close his hand up. No. Okay.
Is this a druid thing?
Yes. Let's leave now. We'll discuss it when we get on solid ground, or that's not ground floating in the air.
Draco goes, "Yes, you're gonna have to put all of that up your butt.
Yes, exactly.
That's how the spell works."
Or you snort it.
If there's nothing else to do here, then yes, let's head downstairs.
Going
All right,
down. Give
you
him a
guys
little bangle. Whoop.
depart the Sky Garden, return your bangles, and that was your first venture into the Sky Garden. What did the downstairs team want to do while they were at the Sky Garden? I've forgotten.
Well, we were going to buy my bludgeoning weapon and health potions. So, but we don't know what they've gotten yet. So I guess we would do that at the same time and end up with extra health potions, which I am actually okay with. And I couldn't figure out how to drag the mace over, so I need you to look at what I created in my character sheet and see if it's right. But I bought the 10 gold mace that Hoppy got.
Okay. Let me see what you've done. And why couldn't you just drag it from the compendium?
Because you can't do that if you use the character sheet pop out. And so I turned that off and tried to open the character sheet in the Roll20 window itself so that I could drag it over, and it wasn't loading, and there was some issues. So you can always check the stream to see the fun that I was experiencing.
Okay, I've just added one.
That second one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can check your math on the first one, but
I'll just delete the first one.
Sure.
First one.
Dunzo.
Thanks.
Did I hear you say you spent gold, Meg? Do I need to take Meg out of the money out of the pot?
Yes, we're gonna buy 3 potions, I think was our plan. So.
And you guys spent your 300 gold?
Yep. Every cent.
Good. Okay, and then let me know how much I need to take out of the pot for what you're buying.
How much are the potions at Flotsam and Jetsam?
100 gold for a standard healing potion, 200 gold for a greater healing potion.
I'm okay with a standard one for myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and put one in my inventory. Do you guys also need health pots, or do you have them?
I have one.
I have one, so I don't need one.
Okay.
I have one and I never.
So I took 100 out for that potion, John.
Okay.
Perfect. And I paid for the mace with my own gold, so I subtracted 10.
Okay, we have 845 left.
Okay.
I have 1,000 of that weird currency which I think was equal to like 10 gold. Is there like a currency exchange? It's what I stole from the locker on that boat way back in the
Silver gold
day.
or the
Mhm.
silver coins.
Is there? It's not silver. It was something else.
The
Right.
Electrum pieces.
The Electrum. Can I find a place to trade those in while we're here?
Absolutely, Moot's big enough that they'd have a currency exchange. I won't shortcut you having to track one down. The guy puts it on a scale, weighs it, drills into it to confirm it's real, asks you where you found it. That the kingdom of Amon-Ra hasn't traded an Electrum since the Second Dynasty.
A true pirate never tells. Today is the day of very bad voices.
I love it. Electrum is traded at 1/10 gold value, so 1,000 Electrum is equal to 100 gold pieces.
Thanks. And since I stole them, I'm going to give myself 50 and give you guys 50. And I don't even have to do that.
Just put the 50 in the group pot.
Would it make sense to try and sell these to an antique dealer?
Nah, I think we're going to get the same. I mean, I could be wrong, John.
He won't tell you.
I'm just asking questions to do that.
It is a good question.
It's a great question. Yeah, I just don't. I'm trying to get out of this town. I'm happy with 100 gold for it. Like, that's plenty for me, but
Okay. I'm okay with that. We were supposed to meet them back at the ship in 3 hours, and I don't know how much time has elapsed. We should probably let the people at the inn know that we're leaving here, that we're gonna sail down the coast, and they're on their own for a bit.
well, we might be back in a few days. Well, we will be back, but let me just.
Are we going to send them to Draco's Grotto?
We gave them that option, and we haven't heard. We sent word to the Echo, and it hasn't come back, but I would guess that we could just let them know if the Echo comes that they should be keeping watch out for it, and to let the captain know to take them to Draco's Grotto, if that's where they would like to go.
That is how we left it.
Okay.
Only about 45 minutes to an hour tops has elapsed. It doesn't take long to get up to the Sky Garden, and they didn't really dilly-dally, so we've got time left if you guys wanted to do anything else.
I guess we could sell your half of those tokens for your 50 gold, and then we could go find we could take the other 50 to a antique person. What did you call them?
Antiquities dealer.
Yeah.
If y'all want to do that,
Let's do it.
totally. All right.
Take us to an antiquities dealer. Also, what's it called?
You find one dealer only in Moot that's going to be interested in ancient coins, and the store is called The Finer Things.
Nice.
And it's closed.
It's open, but you notice that the hours are exceedingly limited. It's like just today, tomorrow, and the next day from noon to 4. There is a morbidly obese man who wears like a shopkeeper's apron that, like, the apron part is like literally just the middle of his stomach is all that it covers. He sits on a stool that you're certain defies physics, must be magically enchanted somehow, because it's impossible to believe that just wooden planks could support that much girth. And as you enter the store, a small bell at the top, dings to announce your arrival. And he doesn't really sit. He doesn't stand up, but he sits up in such a way that like enough of him like roils forward, and he welcomes you to the finer things. Are we buying or are we selling today?
We're here to gauge your interest in some old currency that we came across in our travels. And I'm going to show him one of the pieces.
He gets out a monocle that he puts in his eye, and without touching anything, just leans over to investigate. He looks back up at you and says, I've been burned before trusting pretty faces. I have to ask the standard questions. Is this stolen?
No.
How did you acquire it?
It was in a vessel that we purchased.
Liberate.
What was the name of the vessel?
Oh, what was the name of the vessel?
Milnir. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, we found the vessel broken down in the middle of the ocean, and there was nobody on it.
Did you have salvage rights?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, very well then. This is an interesting piece. These date back to the second Pharaonic dynasty. Not exceedingly rare. How many do you have?
500.
You have 500 of these coins? I'd offer you... I didn't need to see that condition, actually, first. May I see them?
I'm gonna look at Renan and just kind of shrug. Since she's holding the rest. I only had the one.
I will reach in and just take a handful and set them out and say, this is what the rest of them look like.
He sort of like makes room on the counter for... He's like, pushing his food away to make room on the counter for you to put things out, and nods at you. Just kind of pushes them around with a finger while he examines with his monocle. They are in good condition. They're still legal tender, you can spend them.
Sir, take them or leave them, but you're wasting my time.
I could give you 55 gold for the lot.
Nope.
I look at Hoppy.
70.
Seems the
he
beast
speak
wants
for you?
more. We speak for each other. I speak for the trees. Okay, go.
60. That is the absolute best I can do.
I give Hoppy.
62.
He's still bartering.
He's a simple beast. He likes his gold.
He's got plans for those two.
He's
Have
have
to use
traveled.
animal handling because this guy's apparently a walrus.
They have traveled far. They have traveled far. 62 isn't much for you. It will make the beast happy. You wouldn't want to see him mad.
Why does no one ever worry about making me angry?
Pretty sure we could all outrun you.
I'm like, sir, you're not a threat.
He says, perhaps I'd be willing to make a deal for a small peck on the cheek.
Do it, Happy.
I'll give him a kiss.
Kiss him.
Please kiss him, Hoppy. I just look at Hoppy.
He puts his hands up like, no, that would be entirely distasteful for him. I'm interested in the little one. Oh, Draco's not there. Damn. I wanted to roleplay something horribly disgusting. Okay.
Aren't we?
I thought we caught up to him.
He will agree to 62 gold under the provision that the next time you guys have dealings, the deal goes his way. He's giving you a little bit this time. Next time you guys deal, you have to give him a little bit.
That's fair.
Deal. I will put
62 gold and done.
I will
Does he
put the
have
50 in
anything
the
interesting
pot,
here?
and Mark, you get the extra 12 for it being your idea. Unless you want to split it with Oni and give her 6.
Nah, you can
Yeah,
take
she
it.
can have 6.
That'll pay off your mace, and give you a little extra.
Nah, you
Some
can.
walking around money.
All right. I'll take 6 and you.
So you each take 6 gold, and I'm putting 50 into the pot.
Yeah. Does he have anything else that we would be interested in? And maybe we ask him if he has any specific things he'd like us to keep an eye out for in our travels?
Hmm.
That's a
He
great
says
question.
that he sells only antiques, so you don't strike him as collectors, but you're certainly welcome to peruse his wares.
No, we are collectors. That's the problem. We collect things.
He
Then we need
does
to
tell
find
you
somebody to sell to.
that he loves arms and armor from the first Pharaonic dynasty. If you come across those, he will tell you that they are probably the most valuable artifacts that he deals in, but he would love the opportunity to get first right of refusal at buying anything you guys find from that time period.
Okay.
Does he have any? Uh, does he have any like hints as to what they would look like? How we would tell them apart from others? Can he give us a book?
he he points to a couple of pieces. The weapons specifically that he points to are like overly ornate. They are embellished with lapis lazuli. They are wrapped in gold. They are inlaid with silver. They are etched in platinum. They are more works of art, like sculpture than they are weapon. Although they do function as weapons, they were designed by smiths to be both. But in the modern age, things have taken a turn for the more affordable and practical. During the opulence of that first Pharaonic dynasty, it was not uncommon for a mundane sword to be worth thousands of gold.
Just out of curiosity, the giant scimitar that I have, you described it as being more ornate.
If you show it to him, he'd be willing to appraise it for you. Oh, Mark froze, I think. While Mark's getting reconnected, he asks if anybody else has any other antiquities they'd like to part with. Any other rare coins? Ancient artifacts?
I don't think so.
Magical oil lamps?
Magical oil lamps.
I have this, quite crazy little potion you may want to, buy off me. It's not really antique, but there are very few of their kind.
I don't really deal in potions. I don't know enough about them to get a good price.
I figured I'd ask.
How about
I
my
needed-
small
I needed to take
manticore
some.
statue?
He says it looks like it was carved to be a child's toy. What do I want with this?
Well, it was found in that
You want to get
Champions
rid of
challenge
your.
that we did. So I'll just hold on to it if you have no interest.
Well, hold on now. Is it limited?
One of a kind.
Who created it?
I don't know. Whoever created that pyramid. I don't
Tell me
remember
of
what
its
called.
provenance.
No. I think it's time for us to go.
You get the impression that like he's also a raconteur who just loves a good story, and like you may be the first customers he's had in a while, so he would love to just have you stay here and chat him up. And
I am concerned about this.
tell me about that sword you have. That looks beautiful.
The sword is non-negotiable.
I could still appreciate its beauty, can't I?
I think we're done here. I don't want to talk about my flare.
All right. I don't. Do you guys remember
Oh,
if
Mark
that's
wants
the?
to show him
Yeah.
the scimitar. Who has
The
that?
problem is I don't remember. He does, and I don't remember
Oh.
which one. I don't remember where that came from. I remember I gave him a scimitar, or I gave you guys a scimitar from the Jahaleen, like on episode 3 or 4. I don't. If it's that, then there's a conversation to be had. Otherwise, I don't remember where he got a giant scimitar from.
I don't see that in our... I don't see that in our magic items.
It was not a magic item.
I don't think I want to give that up if that's the one that we got from the leader that has like the.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't think of where else he would have gotten one from. Or, I mean, literally, I gave it to him, but. We'll come back to it, I think, when he's back online, because I can't come up with a place he would have gotten that from.
I'm
You're done
checking
here
his
otherwise?
inventory to see. Oh, it just says giant scimitar. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah. All right, we're done here. We can always like mentally fast travel backwards to this moment, and he can give me some information on the scimitar.
He's back.
Welcome.
We don't remember where you got the giant scimitar from.
It was from the lead pirate in the city before we went out on the that we stole the boat from.
Oh.
Okay.
I grabbed it because you said it was a giant scimitar. And
Yes. Like as a great sword for you.
Yeah.
He is interested in it. He asks if you found this in a giant trove.
Yes.
He asks if you can confirm its authenticity.
Tell him we took it off of the pirate, so we don't know the provenance.
No, that's just a shame. If we could prove it was an actual weapon of the giants, that would be something. It looks like it to me. But if only we could know for certain.
The guy who had it.
I've seen Pawn Stars. This guy doesn't have an expert to call in.
Can I identify it in front of him?
Sure.
I don't want to, but I will.
Just sort of, yep, that's a giant sword.
I'm really bad at casting spells. I don't know why I have them. I just was bringing it up. I don't know what I roll or do.
Was it Amit the Devourer had it?
No, I think you got it from the Etten with the dead head.
Shit, I better find some
that's
pearls and owl feathers.
That's right. We did get it from the end. So yes, I took it off the hands of a giant.
Renan's identify spell does reveal the fact that it is of giant construction, officially made in a giant's forge. Specifically, it is Etten crafted. He is interested in that. It's large and it's unwieldy, and because of its large size, it's not likely going to find a buyer that will ever use it. So we're looking strictly at collectors or ornamentation buyers. But he's willing to offer you, Hoppy, because you're close friends now, 75 gold for it.
I have to give it to him for 73.
It means that if you negotiate and you both come to an arrangement that's slightly apart, you bend his way.
Okay. How about
If you're talking, we lost you again.
I am talking. That's fine. Can you hear me at all?
I hear
Yeah, I
you.
hear you.
Okay. I don't know what's going on.
You want to accept the 75 gold?
Yeah, if I'm having audio problems, I don't want to relate.
Okay.
75
Sure.
is fine. Actually, 72 or 82.
He says he'll give you 80, but he wants a written declaration from Hoppy explaining that he was taken from an Etten who was defeated in battle.
Can somebody else write that for me? Because
Yeah, I write it quickly.
exactly, and I will sign it.
Now he has something approaching provenance with his giant crafted sword, and you guys are 80 gold the richer.
Cool. We are, or he is.
He gives the money to Hoppy. What Hoppy does with it, I suppose, is up to Hoppy.
I'll take 30 and put 50 back in the pot.
Cool.
All right, let's get out of here.
What's next?
To the ship.
We need to head south.
Cutting corners. Then we'll get on the barge that you had rented for the crew.
We'll meet him back there.
And you leave here out onto the river. There's roughly a river piece. That's Sadis. That's not the right one. Oh, that I deleted it. Okay, you're looking at this for a minute. You were able to get onto the boat and get underway. You have about an hour's worth of travel now. The city of Moot is in your rear view. Still large enough from this perspective where you can see the southernmost outskirts of it as you head farther south along the river. You travel for a while. You meet some passing vessels, mostly fishermen, who tell you that everything's biting today. It's a great day. Whilst you are traveling, there's a unusual sight. Approaching you from the south are 3 large birds flying in a V. 2 of them are just constantly cawing, trying to catch seemingly up with you. The third one has a large scroll clutched in its talons. It seems to be slowing it down slightly. They circle the boat that you guys are on 2 times and then land on its railing and start pecking at the wood, staring at Amon.
I'm gonna pull the bird seed out of my pocket
There you go.
No. and offer it to them.
Jump off
I
the
can use
railing
animal handling.
and walk over to you and gently start taking the seed out of your hands. And as soon as they've each had a nibble, they just disappear in a starburst of lime green light, and a small stamped scroll is left behind.
See, I
I'll
told
pick it
you.
up.
Read the
Trust
scroll.
it.
Read the scroll.
I'm gonna pick it up and read the scroll. Not because Renan told me to.
It's a lot to take in. You have hours to read. I'm going to give you bullet points for now. It is a brief history on the House of the Midnight Sun. The House of the Midnight Sun is the name given to a coalition of necromancers, of people who practice the forbidden magics of raising the dead without the process of mummification, without the authority of Anubis, and without the sanctification of any burial rites. It is considered the most vile and detestable practice in the kingdom of Amon-Ra. And they're just often, the worst kind of ne'er-do-wells. They are common in this region for raiding camps, killing people specifically for their organs, and any worthy foe that they defeat is often raised again in the service of the House of the Midnight Sun. They've been doing this for the last 30 or 40 years. There have been several attempts to purge them from the wastelands, but because their leadership is already dead, it's hard to keep them down forever. Yeah, there's more information.
That's random.
Those are the salient points.
Yeah, it was gross, Mike.
Sidebar, I
All
was
right.
listening to John DM yesterday for the other group, and he started talking about these creatures that eat teeth, and I was like, ew, that is so gross. Like, just. I was only like loosely paying attention until he got to that, and I was like,
Yeah, it was.
Awesome, you said? Yeah, I liked it too.
All
All
right.
right.
Well, I'm gonna continue studying my scroll. Just off to the side.
Mm-hmm. Renan, what creepy old man?
The man whose dick I touched,
The junk man.
and he said he saw a silver bard, but it looked like there was a funeral. They were cloaked figures. I'm just saying, maybe that was part of the House of Midnight Sun, because there was songs and it looked like a funeral, but maybe they were actually raising something from the dead. I'm just throwing it out there. Anybody?
Yes, posible.
Gosh, I hope not. We need their help.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was reading.
We continue for a ways. You enter a portion of the river where there's nobody really to see. There's no fishing here. It's gotten. This is where the river widens and it sort of picks up speed a little bit. The depth has gotten, pretty deep here, and you're approaching the ruins of an old city pre-destruction. This used to be a city like the size of Abydos, but it now is exclusively ruins. And along the river's bank is a mostly intact temple to Hathor. You can't help but admire its beautiful craftsmanship. It's 60 feet tall, fully ornamented statuaries out front. But as you drive as you float past it, there's something reflective and bright that catches your eye.
In the temple?
Yeah, or just out front of it, something that reflects the sun so brightly, like it hurts. You have to cover your eye to provide protection from it. Something highly reflective.
Let's check it out.
I'll take a look.
Perception rolls.
Ooh. I am not perceptive at all. I'm still like, where did you get that seed from?
What's a boat?
Do-do-do.
Hoppy says, "What is the bright thing?" And you stare right at it. What bright? Oh God! Oh.
What's a sun?
We got a couple of good responses or results. There are several people on the bank in the archway of the Temple of Hathor. And the sun is glinting off of the silver masks that they're wearing.
Oh, they're silver flame buds. Let's go say hi.
Hi.
Let's go.
Say hi with my arrows.
We are not going to go see the Silver Flame buddies. And you
Oh,
guys
come
said
on.
hi, and Zeke said hi.
Hi.
It was cute.
Yeah.
Talking directly to you, John.
Nice.
Hi, bud. I'm glad it worked.
Now he ran away because he got excited.
Yeah.
And he ran into a wall. So it's going great for him. That's very normal.
Nice.
So we're assuming it's something to do with the Silver Flame.
Or you found another group of people that like to hang out in abandoned buildings and wear polished silver masks.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry.
We do a good job exterminating them, so let's exterminate this one.
Right. We can come back because we have to save our sister, who I would like to remind you the Silver Flame are slowly killing because of stabby stab poison. Stabby
How
stab
fast
push.
do you think the boat goes? I mean, it's only going like 3 miles an hour. We can run and catch up. It'll be fine. Let's just get off and we'll just then catch up around the corner.
Come on, guys. Hoppy wants to get off.
Just get off.
No, I'm gonna. I'm gonna look at Hoppy and
Hoppy
say,
wants a stabby
not
stab.
right now.
Just guys, come on, help me get off.
You don't need help with that. You're a man. It's easy for you. Thanks.
Well, I'm getting off the boat right now.
No, you're not. We don't have time. We have to save our sister. We can come back. We can come back.
I reiterate.
Team vote.
I say stay
I
on
vote
boat.
stabby stab.
I say we attack.
That's 2 for off, 1 for on. I don't want to have to split the party, so I think a vote is more appropriate, but you guys do what you want to do. Oni and Amon, any thoughts?
I think saving Oni's life is the most important thing we can do right now.
Yeah, but Oni's always gonna want to fight. And she's the tiebreaker.
No,
Presently,
just
it stands 2 to
if
2.
Oni would fight, do what feels
Yeah,
right to
Oni-
you. But I'm
Yeah,
gonna
Yeah.
Oni would
slap
fight.
you.
Your brother and sister are trying to protect you, and you're like, no, let's go fight.
I'm gonna take out my shorts.
I'll sleep when I'm
Well,
dead.
I'm gonna take out my short sword and just whack the side of her armor with my sword and be like, if you die because of this, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
That sounds right. That all sounds
Maybe
right.
we can
I turned to
Maybe
Oman.
we
How
can
does that
set up
even
a-
work?
ambush for them and make this fast.
This is so dumb and mad. I'm teenage mad.
Didn't get my way. Wah, wah, wah. Let's go.
Draco looks down and realizes there's a knife in his kidney.
Scorching ray.
how did that get
Scorching ray. Scorching ray.
If we are in fact getting off the boat, then
Yes.
are you trying to do it in a way that is sneaky and stealthy? Do you want to do it in plain sight?
Nikki stealthy.
I prefer doing boat sight, you know.
Nice. Let's have stealth rolls from everybody. We're gonna do it as a group check.
So I'm extra stealthy, just so you know.
But wait, can I use hold on. Pass
Wow,
without a trace?
Draco.
You can.
I'll use pass without a trace for our group so we all get +10 bonus to our rolls.
Yeah, I just got a 20. Thank you very much, Renan.
I didn't need the 10, so
You needed it more than Amon did.
oh my god, by 1 point.
Mhm.
I love your voices today. It's been a lot of fun.
I don't know why. I've never attempted and it may never happen again. But I just felt like I don't want to be me talking to these weird people.
Yeah. You can't be you grabbing on strangers' dongs like that, so it's important to create that affectation of a third character.
Who's Canadian,
like
South African.
She doesn't even like men. It was more like Russian South African, so
I was very
it just
much
sounded
enjoying
pretty
that.
like
Yes, the
Who
Marvel
says
Common,
Mhm.
Minnesota
Russian from
and whatnot.
Johannesburg.
I'm Russian, eh?
listen, we all have skills. I don't have that one.
It's entertaining anyway.
Bear comes for you.
You're Swedish.
Oh, now I'm going to do voices all the time, and you guys are going to regret this conversation.
The bear is coming to the house and it eat everything.
It's so good.
All right. Let me take you guys to a combat map. I have put you probably closer than you would want to be, but the map has its limitations. So far, no one has seen your approach. So probably I'd say you guys got off the bank of the river and are currently hiding behind this pillar. There's sort of an embankment about 4 or 5 feet tall that like guards this natural 20-foot walkway into the temple proper. You see 4 guards arrayed in the walkway, and then on the raised embankment there are 2 people in cloaks with silver masks. These are the masks that you saw glinting off of the sunlight that sort of walk that high ground back and forth as a patrol.
How high is the wall?
At its highest point, almost about 10 feet at these high, like sort of, escarpments, but as low as 4 feet at its lowest places.
Okay.
So I can still be standing straight up and no one will see me.
That is correct.
Nice.
For the purpose of turn order, let's just roll initiative now, and then you guys can tell me how you want to proceed.
Fuck you, initiative. Fuck you.
I have. I have advantage on initiative, so.
I think if you toggle initiative on, it will roll that for you. If not, we can do it on the back end if it's not going to.
No, it did. Well, oh no, it does it automatically.
Sweet. Why do we have 2 of everything?
We don't.
Oh, I do.
That sounds like a you problem.
It really is. I'm sorry, give me just one quick sec to figure. Oh, I think I know what happened.
Anyway, John, mine should be 13, not 20. So.
If you have advantage, isn't it the higher number?
No, because it does it automatically. If you look, it does the highest of 2 d20.
Okay. Renan, what did you roll? A 28?
Yeah.
And Amon, you rolled a 22, so that one goes away.
Correct.
Draco, what did you roll? I have the other sheet open. I'm sorry to ask.
I got 18.1 and Oni got 18.14. So she's 1 above me.
Okay, I think I am much better. Sorry, guys. We are in descending order starting now. And Renan acts first. You have the element of surprise here. So all of these creatures have the surprised condition. Renan, what would you like to do?
Do I have a clear shot at this fucker?
Yes.
Okay.
You say the one across. Let me label them so we can communicate like human people. The red one?
This one?
Yes. Yep. You do.
Not the blue one.
Not the blue one. Hit. And I see 30 points.
Ew.
Instantly assassinated.
Nice.
I really want to be inappropriate right now, but I won't.
Why not?
That's the first.
This is a family show.
Since when?
Starting now.
We're just murder hobos, you know? We just go through killing everybody.
I'm privy to the things you say in front of your family, so I can't imagine.
Shit. Okay, I just turn to Draco and go,
Nice. Nice.
we're warming up to each other.
Nice. Amon's turn.
Right. Then I'm going to shoot the blue one. Or cast Hunter's Mark first.
Shooting over the embankment like that's going to give him. You'll have disadvantage on the attack because he's basically hiding behind this partial escarpment and the high ground. It's possible.
So I'm going to.
Shot.
I'm going to sneak around just to the edge of this, so I can shoot kind of between the.
Okay.
Cast Hunter's Mark.
Unfortunately, an 11's going to miss.
A 20 hits
for 7 plus Hunter's Mark damages. 3 makes a total of 10. All right. Oni, you're up next.
What do I get for them being surprised?
Surprise.
Surprise!
You'll find out.
I don't get like advantage or anything.
You can have advantage.
Awesome.
Only because I like you, though.
Okay, I'll take that. That hits. 24. 25.
If we can't all sleep with you,
You know that it
she
is,
doesn't
however.
get special privileges, okay?
And then 29 hits.
It does.
Does 18 hit?
It does.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Don't forget your plus ones.
Oh yeah, it would be 19 to hit.
So you'd like to hit by a larger margin.
Yeah, yes,
Yes,
please.
of course.
I
Clearly.
dub the large marge.
Large march. And we can't see health bars.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you see the
I can see the blue one. I can't see
Okay.
the other guys. Now I can.
just another weird import error? Sorry about that. Hopefully, in the next 10 seconds or so, you should be able to see all 4.
The orange was just waiting on. There he is.
Perfect.
Oni, great turn. Draco, you're up.
Okay, for Draco,
Where
he's
does
just moving
Hoppy go?
around at the moment.
I would imagine Hoppy goes before the bad guys, but he's not on the turn tracker.
I see Hoppy at 13.
Oh, I don't see him.
Yeah,
We don't see him either.
That's weird.
Well, here's what I can do to fix that.
And since they're surprised, wouldn't he go before them?
Relax.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Just asking a question. I didn't know.
Whoa, sir. We do not talk to women that way?
Clearly, we
I
do.
I will talk to anyone that way.
Right?
It's fair. He doesn't discriminate.
To be fair, it was probably
DM
a
says
form
relax.
of
Yep.
foreplay. I didn't finish my sentence, but
It is Draco's turn. The way surprise works in 5e that many people get wrong is it's not a surprise round. Surprise is a condition that is applied to the people who are surprised.
Oh, okay.
So each of these creatures is surprised the condition, and what that means is on their turn they can take no action or reaction until their turn in the initiative order. So on their turn, all they get to do is go,
Nice.
And
So-
I just moved into position, did double move, so that way that was my action. So there you go.
their turn, they go,
That's amazing.
and now it's Hoppy's turn.
Now it makes sense. I didn't know.
Rage and press all the buttons and run up and murder this guy.
Murder
If you
punch.
hit.
It does.
18
2
hit.
hits. Yep.
Horns.
44. Oh no, horn still.
Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
Do you have an inspiration?
Well,
token?
that wouldn't have been.
Oh.
That wouldn't have been great weapon.
Here's
So
plus
that would've
one.
been 17 plus 1, 18.
18 is matches. Yep. Or no, it hits. Yes.
So and that wouldn't get great weapon mastery because it's not a great weapon.
Is that 57?
Yeah, about that. 24, 36.
No, 53. I don't know. I think I
44,
added the attack
53.
damage the first time. 53.
53. Almost
The guy
took
up
that one round.
top says, oh, Sacre bleu! And then it's Renan's turn.
Invaders.
all right.
Now no more initiative. The surprise condition has ended for them.
Okay.
Renan is gonna move here. She's gonna clear shot to there.
Mhm.
And then no sneak attack. She falls
Here's your foot.
and at least rolls to safety. And goes, whew, crisis averted
Gotta roll the
in her own
d20
head.
or the 100.
And your
Oh.
bowstring snaps.
Yeah.
Twing.
Forgot about that. That's no good. Although, isn't 19... No, don't laugh.
That's not a good sign.
Oh boy. Missing what you thought was a critical blow causes you to panic. End your current turn, and you are surprised until the end of your next turn.
Damn it.
You got Uno skipped. Amon, it is your turn.
Right. Try to redeem myself.
That is a hit. Actually, that's close. No, it's not. Never mind. I keep forgetting about the ghost +1. I can't wait for that to go away.
Well,
only
it's
gave it to
only
us.
3 days. How many days has it been? Is today the last day?
You got it for 7 days. You
Oh,
have,
okay.
I think, 3 more because it was 4 more yesterday.
Okay.
16 damage kills it. Blear.
Then I'm going to jump up here and have land stride now, so I can move along difficult terrain without any issues.
Like it.
I'm
like
gonna move Hunter's Mark to the purple guy and fire my second shot.
with all that athleticism, the adrenaline causes your shot to miss. Oh no, 14 hits because of the extra one. God no.
I count that as 13.
Yeah, that's 13.
Oh, then you do miss. I was right this whole time.
This whole time.
Mon's parkour aside, his turn is now ended. Oni, it's your turn.
All right. I'm attacking the guy in front of me again.
Okay.
21.
No advantage. 21 hits.
Oh, right. Normal. Okay. 22.
Mhm.
That's 18 damage. Is he down yet?
No. I'll make the adjustment.
Does 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Okay. That's 14
Barely.
damage.
When it's actually 14 and not 13 because John can't math.
Okay. It is actually 14 this time.
Put him in Lee but not Golden Lee territory.
No.
Anything else from Oni?
No, it's probably not a good idea to blow action surge for a mostly dead guy.
Okay.
He comes
Draco.
back on a short rest.
Draco
Only
will
getting back up front.
climb up to the top here and sees that these two are nearly going, so he's going to do Scorching Ray. Oop. Here we go.
Now, is this the rogue spell, Scorching Ray, or?
Now, this is actually a good one, where the fire guy does it. Where is
You
it?
don't.
There you go. That was for the first guy. Whoop.
Nice.
By Oni.
Oh, 2 damage is not enough to kill him.
No.
Well, guess what? I got 3 or 2 more of those, so another one.
Let's say it's mathematically possible you can't kill him with this spell, but now you got him.
And then the third one will go to the other guy.
Nice. That was excellent.
Good use of your turn. Would have been funny if you couldn't kill that guy with 3 Scorching Rays.
Right?
1, 2, 2. All right. It is their turn to act. We're going to start with 2 attacks on Hoppy.
With advantage.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh.
Oh,
A critical hit for 19 points of slashing, which you turn into 9. You are raging, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 9. The second one, I think, misses you.
Yeah.
And then 1 attack against Oni.
You have to roll the
Oh, you're right.
D100.
Thank you, thank you.
And I don't know
Look,
which
I made
one
nothing
was. Is
exciting.
that the mostly dead one or?
It's the full health one, the
Full
second.
health
Oh, no,
one,
you're right.
okay.
It is the mostly dead one. It is the mostly dead one. I gain advantage on all attack rolls against that target until the end of my next turn. I
Oh,
don't think I'm
alright.
going to see the end of my next turn, so probably a non-issue. Oh yeah, then I'm attacking you, but no advantage. Oh my god.
Ah!
All right, let's get that table back up.
Yep.
The high
You-
highs and the low lows.
you should keep that table up at all times. I mean, really.
I need to make you lose your grip as you attack. I roll a DC 10 dexterity check. On a failure, I drop my weapon. I retain my weapon. All right.
And you look super cool doing it.
Yeah. Whoa. Got it. I got it.
Grabs the blade and said, "Ah."
Yeah. It's just bleeding down his arm. We're fine. We're good. Hoppy's turn.
I'm gonna finish off the guy right in front of me. All the buttons clicked.
Hit.
Right,
Dead.
and dead. And then I get Great Weapons Mastery on the next attack. And then one more attack.
Both of those are hits.
Yeah.
D3. Hey, do the math. Boom.
53.
That's all of Hoppy's things, unless he wants to move, I suppose.
I actually have a bonus to it, but not much to do with it. So, or a
Yeah,
bonus.
you used your bonus action to make the attack after killing that one guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm done.
Renan, it's
actually,
your
I'm
turn.
gonna-
Surprised face.
Huh.
Amon, it's your turn.
Oh, I should have done my little move to Renan whenever I killed the guy. Dang. Next time. She was too surprised to notice anyway.
Man, one of us is a petty bitch and one of us isn't.
That's true.
This is still on purple.
Clearly you.
That was so in character.
Quiet,
24
you're
hits,
muted.
8 points.
I'm just not saying anything. I'm just
No.
shooting.
Let my arrows do the talking. Without any additional movement, it is Oni's turn.
And one golden blade. And a
Hit.
silvered blade.
Hit.
And another golden blade.
Hit.
Great. How is he doing? After 34 damage.
He is at 15.
Alright, I'm gonna action search.
Okay.
That gets me 1 golden and 1 silver? Or 2 golden?
2 golden. I believe since we're doing accents today, you have to say action Serge.
Action search with a critical success.
I love this
And
game.
That's 12 damage. I will
Okay.
Damage.
let you tell me what my fortitude gets me before I roll again.
From the Serge. After your attack, you can choose to automatically succeed in grappling your opponent if you have a free hand, or shoving your opponent if both hands are in use.
Is he dead at 12 damage?
He is dead, but I will allow you to push or to apply that shoving negative debuff to the other guy if you want, representative of you, like sort of kicking his dead body into his friend.
Oh, he's not.
You could probably kill him if you leave him there. Just
Well,
use
I
your
have
last
another attack, so I don't want to push him away from me, but I don't mind pushing him down so that I could kill him while he's
I'm
on the ground.
counting him as prone. Yep,
Excellent. Does that give me advantage?
it certainly does.
Great. And another
Nice.
golden blade.
Hang.
Jiminy Christ on crutches.
I'm gonna roll it anyway.
The exact same 30 to 39 is the. Oh no, it's a lower one.
Yeah.
It just starts the same way. This is you can attempt to disarm him.
Take his arms off. Take his arms
But
off.
at 19 damage, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
He is dead, but also disarmed if you want him to be. You can
You
like
took
take
his arms off.
disarm his sword first and then cut him to pieces.
That sounds good. Let's do that. That would be very cinematic.
Hmm.
Well, describe it. Come on. I want to hear it.
Okay, well, or maybe he dropped his sword, or his sword got stuck in his dead friend's body when he fell onto him, and that's how he got disarmed. And then I just
Gross.
cut him down, like diagonally from shoulder to like past hip on the other side.
Dang.
I've got you. Where? I don't see it. There, sis, diagonally. All right. This is when, like, after the din of battle washes away and you all return to normal, you realize that they were all just children in trench coats who had obviously found these masks in the desert and were playing games, and you've just murdered 11 children.
No,
Nice.
search the bodies.
Obviously.
Hoppy goes, yeah, I know. You didn't say anything? Oh, you could smell them from like a mile away. Obviously, kids. I hate kids. All right. Yes. Search of the body reveals 2 fine, highly polished silver masks. 4, you're guessing there's some kind of initiate masks. They are more like veils that are made of cloth that are interwoven with some silver fabric, but not actually metallic. There are weapons if you want them. Nothing spectacular, just 4 great axes.
Did these bodies turn into silver skeletons?
The 2 mages did, the guys on the top up here. The 4 people in the courtyard did not. They are still just bleeding corpses.
People. Okay.
Just folk.
You want to check out the building before we get back on the boat?
Of course.
Yup.
Yo.
I was just here for the murder, so
I'll use pass without a trace again. Or is that still active?
It's 10 minutes, but we didn't roll concentration every time. Oh, you didn't take damage, I guess. Yeah, it would still likely be active. Let me look it up really quick, just to make sure that it is 10 minutes.
I can link it.
Sure.
Up to 1 hour.
1 hour.
Okay. It would still be active.
Okay, so everybody gets plus 10 on their stealth.
Ooh.
Yeah, say let's make a quick stealth check as you enter the room.
Am I able? Is this an opening down here?
It is not.
No? Okay.
Sometimes battle maps aren't exactly perfect.
Yeah, I just figured
one
I'd
was so
a
close.
check.
mine should not have been an advantage. So I got 22.
I only got 22.
I got 13.
That's 14 plus 1.
Oh, 14. I got
Nice.
14. Yes, yes, yes.
Draco calls out, "Shouldn't we be quiet?" Sorry, shouldn't we be quiet?
I'm a glowing individual right now. You know, I just got out of battle. So glowing eye. It's kind of hard to be stealthy.
It's true. It's true. You sneak into the space, and maybe because of the effects of the Pass Without Trace spell creating sort of that omnipresent sandstormy effect, no one inside seems to have heard you. But as you creep inside the building, you can hear one raised voice speaking. It sounds almost sermon-like. Go ahead, Brennan.
So sorry. Did we loot the bodies? Because I stepped away for a second.
We did.
Okay.
You did. The 2 mages on the top became silvered skeletons, and they had nothing of interest on them. The other 4 bodies did not. They seemed like they were initiates, as the masks they were wearing were only like silver woven cloths, kind of like veils. And they each retained their 4 great axes. If you want them, you can add them to your inventory. They're nothing spectacular. They're not well crafted, but they are axes.
Into the handbag of holding. 4 great axes.
I might take
Loot
one
the
of those.
bodies on the floor. Loot the bodies
You
on
can-
the floor.
You can definitely have one for now. I'm just quickly throwing them in the bag so that we have a record of them. Does that sound cool?
Works for me.
That's fine.
You can hear a voice sounding like it's giving a sermon. It keeps talking about the impending unification, is a word you hear said more than once. From your vantage point, you can't see anything, but it goes on, and he talks about this being the final step in your anointment. And then there is a flash of brilliant white light in the room. It casts shadows everywhere, and even though you can't see into the room yet, you have to cover your eyes from the reflective light against the wall. It was a very powerful, sort of like a flashbang might be, just that sudden burst of incredibly powerful, sun levels of light, and then it goes back to being very, very dark in there. If you would like to try to creep around the corner, I will allow perception checks to be made at disadvantage from your position, or you can try to make new stealth checks to sneak into the room proper. You guys decide what you want to do.
I'm gonna make a new stealth check, and I have dark vision, so I should be able to see even though it's dark.
Do we all need to do the same thing?
No, absolutely not.
Ooh,
I
16,
think I'll stay
17
where I'm at.
for my stealth.
You're trying to move in.
Is anybody going to stay outside and keep watch?
Nope.
You can.
We killed them all.
Oh,
What if one was pissing?
I got 5. Woo!
Well, 15,
15.
because you
Yeah.
get plus 10.
That's right. Still going on.
37. Are you gonna hang out outside with your fancy cloak that helps you blend into the
Hell
background?
no, I'm gonna rogue ahead. Check for traps.
Perfect.
I am already gone. You guys didn't even see me go ahead of you. I'm all cloaked up. I've already abooed the whole place. I've got rubies. I got coins. I'm looking for my magic carpet.
Nothing but the
Who disturbs my slumber? That's my next voice.
Okay, we'll preview. I am uncertain what you guys are going to initially see, so good luck, everybody else.
Ooh, that's ooh.
Holy
Okay.
shit! They're in the middle of a ritual. We're gonna fucking die.
No.
They don't
I
know
got
that we're
this.
here
I got
yet.
this.
Are these lit?
Okay, well, I don't have a bomb that can blow them up.
We have a fireball.
I got one of these guys.
No,
That's what I
do
need
the
is my
giant
vial.
fireball that almost killed us in the arena.
I don't have fireball though.
Oh, damn it.
But this guy, he would be cool.
Sorry, I was looking at my notes for a moment. You all basically managed to sneak with your existing stealth. No one's passive perception has heard you approach. There is a stone railing that leads to 2 sets of steps. The temple is in ruins. At some point, it was flooded. The bottom of the temple floor is sort of covered in wet sand. The walls have eroded away. Some of it is crumbled and collapsed. But inside, you can see 5 people, seemingly the recipients of some kind of blessing or in the midst of some kind of ceremony, where a figure cloaked in black and wearing an ornamental silver mask at a balcony across the way from you, just at the limits of your dark vision probably, is the one that's been speaking aloud and proselytizing.
We'll get torches going.
They do have torches to light the space.
So we-
But are they
Like
lit
I
or
can
no?
also.
Because you said it was dark.
They are lit.
Oh, okay.
Just compared to coming from daylight into a dark torchlit room, it would seem
Got it.
very dark.
So 5 on the ground, 7 all the way in the back. Whew.
Ask a question.
Okay.
Since my stealth was so good and I forged ahead, could I move to here and out of turn perform True Strike on that shit?
Not the black guy that was doing the talking.
Hey, oh.
Oh, the black guy?
I'm
I mean,
okay.
I'm trying to remain in stealth, and I don't think I can get close enough to that guy
Hmm.
for it to be believable, so I'm trying to be fair. And I don't recognize this thing. Do you guys? I feel like we haven't fought that thing before.
Your bow should be able to reach this guy, yeah?
No, my True Strike,
Oh.
my cantrip.
Hmm.
It's only 30 feet, so
Oh, okay.
I was thinking I was close enough to this.
Yeah.
And I don't want to move any closer. I don't want to be in the square of the flame, you know?
Mhm.
I'll say you can use this like portion of the obelisk that's cracked in the ground here to hide behind, and you'll be able to cast True Strike on the silver person. Oh no, it's within 30. How close are we? Like, how much are we fudging? I don't mind fudging a little.
I think
we're
I'm
perfect.
within.
We're dead on. We're dead
That's
on. Yep.
okay.
But I think she wanted to do the black guy.
No.
and that's-
No, I
Yeah.
didn't.
I've heard that before.
That's when she was saying that's probably not that's probably too far. But
Believable.
yeah,
Yeah.
that
Something you don't come back from.
one character's perfect.
All right. So let's see what's a good marker for True Strike. How about
What else do we see? Is there an exit behind them? I'm worried that as soon as we engage, this guy's gonna take off.
there is an archway behind him that leads outside
Okay.
or beyond this temple.
All right.
There are also two passageways here and here.
Oh, I see him now. Okay. So these openings
We
are
should try to
passageways.
flank.
Mhm.
We should try to flank that guy to prevent him from running away.
Can you even get to him if you double move? I don't know your guys' speed.
If I can do it with stealth, maybe before we enter combat, but I'll trigger combat if I fail. Wow, what are
Dang,
these
Hoppy.
garbage initiative rolls?
Mhm.
At least Hoppy gets to go first.
Leroy!
Nope. Rinen's like, I don't think so. Well, see, this is gonna make it. I was gonna cast my little duty, but yeah, it doesn't look like that's
Cast
gonna be
duty?
happening.
Well, we haven't engaged yet.
True.
Because Renan was gonna do her true sight before we entered her true strike before we entered combat. Because she
Mhm.
wanted to cast it out of combat, so I'm guessing that wouldn't start.
Oh, she's still first in the turn order.
Okay.
I just asked for, because my stealth was so high, if I could. I was trying to bargain with John and he let me.
Wait, why did you roll Oni initiative?
Because I do what I want.
You're not the only one.
Oh,
There's another phony?
nice.
See, aren't you glad we stopped?
This is why you being able to see that is sometimes problematic. I've modeled this character off of an existing D&D monster based on the Japanese folklore demon called an Oni,
Oh.
O-N-I. Just because I liked his existing stat block and abilities sort of meshed with what I thought this creature would already be. So rather than having to make my own, I just borrowed it. But it does have an unfortunate name.
Okay.
That you unfortunately get to see. So the cult fanatics are presently unaware of your position here, so they take the Home Alone face action this turn. And it's Renan's turn. Renan, you've already cast True Strike on this person in silver. She is clad, it's a woman, clad head to toe in silver garb. Her head is entirely capsulated in a silver helmet that is highly polished and refined, and you can't tell whether it's a result of the bright flash that just happened, or maybe it's your sort of mind filling in the gaps, but the edges of her highly polished armor and helmet seem to still be glowing with a soft silver light.
Is any of her body exposed?
Maybe just barely at the joints and at the throat. Like she's not wearing a gorget, and there's probably weaknesses in the joints, but otherwise looks pretty close to, at least breastplate, if not full plate armor.
Staying true to what I think Renan would do because she just wants to get back on this boat and save her sister. I am just gonna try to shoot her right in the neck.
Dang.
27.
27 hits, and I see 21 points of damage. And can you see their
And yes. And I am
can't
going
see the one from the bottom.
That might be on purpose.
and I'm gonna move here because I can.
Ooh. Okay. Happy, it is your turn.
I'm going to run up at. I kind of want to protect Oni or Renan by getting in face contact with the two next to him. But I think that showing that Hoppy biggest the biggest threat, I'm just going to run up and do that. Horns burst, and then I'm going to do.
Do you have
magic.
that much speed?
Yeah. I can move 60 on my first round when I rage.
Nice.
But I can't do the horns, so.
A slightly less horny Hoppy.
Yeah. That's okay. I can still do pretty good damage. 16 hit.
16 misses.
It's not useless to me.
That misses also. She's wearing full plate, which helps, but she's also very lithe and nimble. The first strike misses, and she just sort of starts dodging the second one. It is this hooded figure on the balcony watches the first, initiations of combat here, seemingly unfazed. He reaches a hand out from beneath his cloak. The entire arm, as far as you can see it, is made entirely of silver. And he pulls his silver mask off to reveal a hideously deformed face that looks like half of it here along the left side of his face has been hacked off with a very sharp blade, all the way down to a silvered skull. He's missing his eye and all of his cheek meat. You can see part of his teeth, which are also silvered. Oni, you instantly recognize the half of the face that's still there as the person whose arm you cut off and whose face you dismembered on that camp all those days ago.
Oh
this is
my
Ajax.
What's his name?
Ajax.
Ajax.
He was like the de facto leader that had taken all of the Tartarak off of the Echo ship and was
Yes.
executing them in camp.
Yep.
Yes.
Something has given him a silver arm and new purpose. New life, even. He looks at you, grins through his half-broken silvered smile, and orders his new initiate to kill all of them, taking no prisoners. Bring me their heads. The flame will be waiting.
Does he see us since we're still back here
He
after
does.
our
We
successful
are right by
stealth?
there,
Okay.
there-
I was
there is
hoping
a nice
maybe
torch
their
right by us.
attention would be drawn to the two that had already engaged.
And him
But they're
and his
still
minion
surprised.
leave and exit this room.
I'm going straight after
Hey,
him.
that's a good thing.
No, it's not. We can't let him get away.
It is my turn with the newly minted.
Is she gonna
Silver lady.
Is she gonna what?
Is she gonna be surprised? First round.
Oh yes, you're right. You're right. Oh no, she is not. The fanatics were, but she was not surprised. She cannot be surprised as part of her new training. I am going to. I'm going to make both of my attacks against Hoppy, and I have advantage, right? Because you were reckless.
Yeah.
All right. The
Oh,
first one hits
no.
for 7 damage. The second one hits for 9 damage. Total of 16. And I'm going to roll.
I'm gonna use my shields to miss one of those. The first one.
Sure. Just 9 damage taken, and let's see what this says. You are able to take the disarm action after your attack. So I'm not very good at athletics, but I'm going to try. You have to beat a 14 with an opposed.
Yeah.
Technically, it's an athletics check.
Oh.
But I think the modifier is going to end up being very much the same. Yeah. One different. So it's fine. You retain control of your weapon as she tries to disarm you with a flourish. Sure. Amon, it's your turn.
Right. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the Sylvie bitch.
It's a miss. No, 18 hits. Sorry, that is the number. So 9. Oh, and then the second one definitely misses, but 9 points.
That one misses.
Plus Hunter's Mark makes 13.
Nice. Nice hit.
In all the kerfuffle, she's been very quick and very agile, but she just catches the arrow right in the shoulder gap. Looks very upset about it. Is able to dodge the second one now that she knows you're there. Oni, it's your turn.
I'm gonna double move, which puts me. So this is 60. Hold on. Because I have to go around, right? I can't just like jump up on that balcony. This is like 60.
You can. Yeah. You can try to climb up the wall there, but it's going to be difficult terrain, costing you 2 squares.
Even though I have Earthwalk.
I'll allow it.
Okay. I'm gonna yell down the corridor. Ajax, come back, you coward! But I am running after him. I'm not engaging with these nonsense people.
Yeah,
Okay.
good job.
So that's the end of my turn because I had to double move.
Okay. Draco, it's your turn.
So, awesome Draco here. I think I'm going to go ahead and summon Elemental. Since I haven't done that yet, I figured it'd be pretty cool. We got a whole bunch of guys here to fight. But I don't know what comes up with that, like their stat sheets. 'Cause I don't have anything that.
I do.
You
Which
do.
one are you summoning?
Well, you get 4 choices and stuff. I think it's going to be kind of obvious which one I'm going to go for. Water, you know.
Obviously water.
Yeah, fire. And it's within, what was it? Within 90 feet. So I was thinking do it right behind homeboy there, or homegirl. And have it attack the silver masked femme fatale.
What is happening right now? Hold on one second, I gotta reload. My compendium's fucked up. There it goes. I typed in fire to find fire elemental, figuring that'd be a pretty quick thing, and it said the compendium has no results. I mean, there's got to be 100 hits in D&D that start with the word fire. There's your duder.
I typed in sending stones earlier, and it was like no results. I'm like, okay, well, our journal's broken.
It's
Or
within
whatever.
90 feet, and I believe that I can do 55 feet, which is where I was planning on, right behind the person. Right there.
Give me one quick
And
second.
I'm not able to control.
For some reason, I can't assign individual players. Can you move it now?
Yep, now I got it.
I just gave it to everybody. I don't know why, but for some reason you're not assigning, so nobody mess with his.
And
Yeah,
have him
please.
have him attack the dude.
You should be able to open the character sheet.
Oh, we got a character sheet? How do I open a character sheet for him? Let's see him.
If you hold shift and double click.
Oh. Select a character is not in your journal. There he is. Oh, look at that. That was cool. That's a new trick. Okay, he's going to do... Sorry, guys. I wish I had that forehand, but he's going to do 2 touch attacks because he's got multi.
Bad touch and hot touch.
That's right.
The 13 misses, the 20 hits.
For 9 damage.
And my favorite thing, you'll have to remember that the writer,
Uh-huh.
the extra D10 of fire damage, unless I use my action to stop, drop, and roll, which
Gotcha.
almost no one will ever use because do you
Everyone
do
forgets.
a ton of damage or stop, drop, and roll to not take 5 damage?
Yeah.
Everyone fights, but I will forget to tick it. It's just one of those things I know I'm going to forget. So.
Okay.
Anything else from Draco?
No, he's good where he's at. That was a good action turn.
Agreed. The 2. Let's see. We'll do it like. He says. We'll do it like that. 3. The first one, the cult fanatic, will attempt to inappropriately touch Renan with inflict wounds. Does a 14 touch? It does not. That misses. The other 3 will follow suit, trying to inflict wounds on Hoppy. An 11 misses. A 5 definitely misses. And a 15 also misses. So a round of just necrotic bad touching going absolutely nowhere. That is it for my turn. It is Renan's turn.
I mean, they are initiates. It makes sense.
Yeah, they're just learning how to be idiots.
They're not very good with their powers yet.
We lost Renan.
Oh,
I'm
goodness.
here. I'm sorry. My Roll20 crashed, so I'm just bringing it back up.
No
All the
worries.
bad touching going on.
I have not had that happen in a really long time, so
Also, there's a 30-foot of light happening around the guy too. Yeah, so because he's big fire demon.
big fire demon. Okay. This one's flanked.
Not a rule we use, but you're not incorrect.
I would like. No. I'm sorry. Not the short bow. Sorry, I hit the wrong thing. I'm very bad at this. And I would like to booming blade.
Okay.
Nice.
I think you need a saving throw, right?
I couldn't
It's my
remember if this was the
It's my cantrip, so it counts as my action as part of my action. So if I make my action, I can just booming blade with it, right?
correct. The damage only
Okay.
happens if I take a movement. So you make a normal attack, which you've done for 30 points of, or no, 27 points of damage. Is that what I'm seeing?
I
So
think so.
19 is your dagger. No sneak on the spell. So I see 19
Oh, okay.
points of short sword damage, and then if I take a movement action, that movement will trigger the 10 points of thunder.
Got it. Okay, sorry.
No, not a spell we have used a lot.
You're welcome.
I do appreciate that. Anything else from it?
And because it's a cantrip, I can use it all the times.
Yep. Gotta love those, huh?
Yeah, I do love them.
Happy.
Happy? You're alive? Here you are. I think you're muted.
I'm muted. I'm sorry. These dudes have less armor than Crazy
Yeah,
Lady?
they seem to be wearing only ceremonial robes. She's wearing plate armor.
Okay. Well, in that case, I know who I'm going to attack next. Great weapon mastery and press all the buttons. I'm going after the one that she just damaged.
Nice.
Oh,
I love all of our crits that we've been getting lately, huh?
mhm. Yeah, but I would have rather not wasted it on a
Minion. Yeah.
I was muted. Would have been nice to have that on the silver person for sure. But maybe you can use whatever your benefit is from the 14 on that
Sorry.
person.
Taking me a minute to get caught up. 14 says you know to press the advantage. Oh, we don't like that one. You are able to disengage after your attack if you choose to take the disengage action.
Nope, we don't like that one.
Okay.
Hoppy
Hoppy
doesn't
stays in the
disengage.
fight. That's true. Second attack.
Actually, this is Great Weapon Mastery. Go up to blue here. 15 hit.
15 does. Oh, why didn't combat play? Let's do one of these.
What is that from? The other crit?
Yeah, I get 3.
Nice.
With Great Weapons Mastery, I get a second. Hey, look, I got 100 over 2 minutes. With Great Weapons Mastery, I get to attack, get an extra attack. I kill someone. I did both. I think it's only once per turn. Yeah, it's a bonus action.
What you rolled is an additional set of damage die to the attack, but since you've already killed him with basic damage, what do you think about suggesting that you've just built up a nice head of steam and momentum so that the next time you do damage with that weapon, you're just going to do an extra die of damage because of that speed and momentum?
That's fine.
Does that carry over into that next hit? Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. I see.
I think like the next time he attacks on his next turn, it'll just do an extra die of damage. Because doing extra damage to a corpse doesn't seem as fun. I guess if you want to desecrate the corpse, you can.
Kiana.
Cultists. Bad touch. 1 on Renan, 1 on Hoppy. Renan first.
Ooh. Necrotic.
I believe that hits for 17 points. And to Hoppy, also a miss. But 17 points of necrotic's pretty good. It
Wait,
is-
I was muted. Can I react? Can I use evasion?
What does evasion do?
Halves the damage if I make a dexterity saving throw.
Did you make a dexterity saving throw?
Sir, I'm getting there, sir. You're very needy.
What I mean to say is, are you entitled to a dexterity saving throw?
I don't know. It's a reaction.
In this instance, the answer is no. This is not a spell that has a dexterity saving throw, so you're not making.
Oh,
one,
I get it.
so
Okay.
evasion doesn't apply.
Okay, it's a different type of. Okay, thank you. I'm still learning. Apparently, I'm just learning how to play D&D.
That's good. I mean, maybe one day you'll get it.
That's okay. Remember, I asked a
Alright.
question earlier and was also scolded a little bit.
I always forget that like there's certain types of damage. Like I just want it all to be the same, but it's not, and it comes from
So-
different.
But Hoppy can block
things.
some of that, right? Because
Well,
he
what
has that one.
What I wanted to say, hold on, let
Oh,
me
yeah.
just get in here for a second. There is a reaction that a rogue can do called Uncanny Dodge that would give you half damage from that necrotic attack.
Oh, I also have that.
That was the hint, nudge, nudge.
Can
See what
I
I'm saying? See what I'm
uncanny
saying?
dodge?
Sure, that's a great use of your reaction for this turn. Well, that damage
God.
to 8 points of necrotic. Mark's spirits from their reaction reduce it by 6, so you only take 2 points of necrotic damage.
I'm so good
Or
at
sorry,
this.
or 2's
I'm-
like this now.
Yes.
I am the
Yes,
I'll take
John.
my 2. Thank
Just
you.
like that.
Oh boy.
It's a good thing I'm kind of pretty sometimes because
It really is.
I don't have much else going for me. Oh god.
It was perfect. The camera clicked right back on as you said that.
hmm
Oh. Planned.
Mm-hmm. Should I ranged attack? No, I have to melee attack. I'm going to use guided precision and make 2 attacks against Hoppy.
You can add 5 damage to him right now since he didn't put it out.
Nice.
I got a 25 and a 32.
Jesus.
I think those are both hits for 6 and 6, a total of 12 damage to Hoppy.
Wow.
It is a monster.
Huzzah. I'm going to continue my assault on the silver bitch. Mm-hmm.
26 hits,
There's Mark.
13,
16.
and 16 misses. 18 is her armor class.
That's all I got.
Okay. Before we take Oni's turn, I know that we're approaching our stop time. Are you guys okay to run a few minutes late to finish up this combat, or is there a world where we want to just pause mid-action here and just pick it up next week?
Could we pause mid-action? I'm sorry. My cousin is here. They just arrived, and so I told them we would be done at noon.
Your audio paused at the worst possible second, and I would love to know what you said, and maybe one day I'll tell you what I heard you say.
She said her cousin just arrived because she said that she would stop playing at noon.
Okay, perfect. Great.
That's perfect.
Yeah, is everybody okay pausing here? We'll pick up in media res next session.
Yes.
Yep.
But what did you
Sure.
think I said?
Oh, it's woefully inappropriate.
Uh-huh. Great.
Anyway,
Right.
next
Sounds
weekend
good.
is good
Woohoo.
for everybody.
Next
Yep.
weekend.
Next weekend is good.